Good morning, everybody. This is Uncut and Unscripted. It's about 6:04 a.m. Well, it happened again, guys. Yesterday, I get home from work early, basically because I got off at 4. I did a dial-a-ride, got home literally about a half hour before the bus that I usually would take would come around the area, mostly the Burger King, to drop people like me off. And basically, like I said, I come home, I settle in, I get everything taken care of, and like I said, I settle in. I turn on my computer, I let it do its thing, I go on the internet afterwards, I go to the sites I normally go to, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, my email, well, maybe not so my email, but still, I go to all these places, even the MLP forums and Equestria Daily. Well, I go to the MLP forums, and the MLP forums has a new section created within it on its homepage dedicated to Season 9, mostly the spoilers for the second half. This was all due to the fact that basically China, Australia, and the Netherlands were releasing the episodes early. Well, maybe not so much Australia, but still China and the Netherlands. They were releasing the episodes early, ahead of schedule. The other reason this section was created was, speaking of the Netherlands, due to the Netherlands unintentionally and accidentally dumping or uploading and releasing the entire final season when their original intent was to only do the first half of the season. And the reason I bring this up is because we all thought, well, the Netherlands beat China and Australia and the US to the punch in finishing up the series, but you could put an asterisk next to that because that was unintentional. However, what was unintentional and did occur was basically Russia, mostly an individual from Russia, as some people put it, or someone within the US who's been known to do this before, did it again. And what I mean by did it again, a little bit of short trivia, this individual has been known to find a way, along with whoever, to hack in to Hasbro's, if not DHX Media's systems, encrypted systems, and basically download or get access to all the information they have. Mostly information on shows, mostly information on scripts for the shows, unfinished scripts, you name it. And why I mention this, why I mention this, I should say, like I mentioned, it's early. And why I mention this is because this, of course, has been noted by a lot of the fans, mostly places like Equestria Daily, the MLP forums, groups on Facebook, Twitter pages and handles, you name it. Even people here on YouTube like Malunimus and many others have talked about it. But basically the reason I mention this pertaining to MLP is because in the past, this guy, when he would do this, would release episodes of the season that he would hack into the systems during, way before they were officially released on television. This includes every part of the world. And this has happened a lot. It happened in Season 7. It happened with the movie. It happened even with Season 8. Season 8 being one of the most notable because basically when it got hacked to at that time, most of the episodes, animation, vocal, and all that were complete, except there were a few things missing like music, background noises, sound effects, you name it. That was probably the most notable thing. And like I said, the reason I bring this all up, and I know I'm about 5 minutes, 16 seconds in, and I do apologize, is because it happened once again with Season 9. That's right. It seems that places like Equestria Daily can't get a break when it comes to reporting about something that shouldn't occur before its official release. I mean, first it was the Netherlands doing what they did unintentionally, and now it's this. Basically, the same individual that did this not only was able to gain access to said episodes, but a lot more. You see, previously, when he gained access to Season 8's episodes, before even some of them were even complete, mostly, he was also able to gain access to concept art for Generation 5, mostly concept character designs, proposed character designs, you name it. You know, what possibly the synopsis and storyline could be, you name it. Well, once again, he didn't just get access to episodes, this time completed episodes, in English, by the way, but also he was able to basically gain access to a lot of scripts. Unfinished scripts, finished scripts, and some shorts. It's mostly some unscripted shorts, or basically finished scripts for shorts that take place between the final episode, the final 2 episodes, that being episode 25 and 26. But yeah, basically that's all out there. Now, of course, being me, I was curious, so I chose a torrent that was provided. Originally, I tried MegaSync, but that didn't work. I mean, it looked nice. It's legit because it has a shortcut link to Facebook and Twitter, but the bandwidth apparently doesn't favor it too much. So anyway, like I said, I ended up downloading a torrent that got provided later on, and so far I was able to get through that torrent basically the scripts are the ones that went really fast. And if anybody's ever wondered how many pages a script for My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, an episode for them goes, how about nearly 30 pages? Yeah, you're basically getting a comic book length script without the pictures given to you. And you could definitely tell that some things were changed. They were. Some things were definitely changed in the scripts when compared to the official episode. So yeah, anyway, all the scripts from all 9 seasons got hacked into and released. Some unfinished for proposed episodes, I'm guessing. And some for the shorts. So, yeah, the episodes are out there. There are people that are even putting the episodes out in mini parts through various uploading video sites like Dailymotion, possibly Vimeo, YouTube, if they can get an opportunity to do it somehow, or find a way somehow, and other places like Yardisk, Yandisk, which is Y-A-N disc, but instead of a C, it's K. So Y-A-N-D-I-S-K. And many other places, torrents included. So yeah, they're out there. But here's what's funny though. I know some people, and I've talked about this before when I've talked about the situation, will kind of start thinking that, this just doesn't make sense. Hasbro should have learned the lesson. Because, like I said in the past, this has happened to Hasbro and DHX, so they should have been able to strengthen the security. And that's true. it is indeed true. But there's an old saying that is kind of, suits this situation of you reap what you sow. So in other words, Hasbro and DHX, if not both together, are reaping what they sowed because they didn't listen. They didn't learn from the last time. I mean, yeah, they tried, but apparently they was still people, or the same individual as before, was able to hack into them. So they reap what they sow. The person that did this, yes, he should take part of the blame, no doubt, because he shouldn't have had to do this. Because there's a lot of fans out there that would rather wait until the country's official release of the episodes to enjoy them. But yet, here you go. So, yeah, like I said, he should take part of the blame, but so should Hasbro and DHX for not learning the lesson from last time. And the only ones that reap the benefits are the fans. Now, trust me, I believe there are some fans that will download the episodes before somehow Hasbro gets a way to take them down and make sure they're not seen. DHX as well, making sure that happens. I was just thinking there for a second. Sorry for the pause. So there's no doubt they'll find a way to remove the episodes, both Hasbro and DHX. But like I said, there are fans out there that will wait until maybe the final week or so to watch the episodes they download, because maybe when that final episode airs, they may be out of town and they may not have access to watch the episode when it happens, but they'll probably, if they find time, will want to do a review or a recap around the same time the episode airs, the same weekend. So, they may download them now, but they may wait till later. I'm just saying. Now, there are going to be, let's be honest, there will be conspiracists out there. I think I brought this up last time this occurred, but there will be conspiracists. And the conspiracists are going to probably believe that Hasbro allowed this to happen. Like I mentioned when the MLP movie got leaked, that people probably thought Hasbro conspired to let it happen so they can get people talking about it. And that's up to your own conclusion whether or not you think that's true. And there's no doubt people felt the same way about everything that happened with Season 7 and the leaked episodes of the last episodes there. Season 8, some people probably felt the same way, even though some of the episodes were not fully complete, like I mentioned earlier. And now there are people that probably think the same thing here. But they might have the reasoning they may come up with is the fact that Hasbro knows that most of the DHX and Hasbro knows that most of the world has already seen the episodes thanks to the Netherlands goof up. So might as well just let them see them in English even before they officially come out, because let's be honest about one thing. There is one thing that would support that conspiracy or that theory and speculation. Hasbro could easily push back the rest of the season here in the U.S. until a later date, right? Or they could just end the series just like that. They could do that. But they don't. I mean, when the episodes got released early, even before they were fully complete, for Season 8, Hasbro didn't do anything. When the episodes got leaked for the final episodes of Season 7, Hasbro still didn't do anything, and, even after they aired on their official dates they were scheduled to air. So people may find conspiracy and theory and speculation on the fact that maybe Hasbro allows this to happen. But that, again, that's up to someone's own interpretation. But yeah, Hasbro once again has been hacked, and this time the final 4 episodes that China has yet to release, along with the Netherlands and Australia, are now out. The question is, what will Hasbro's response be? Will they push back to a later date to finish up the season? Or will they act like nothing's really happened and just go with that? You know, because there's no doubt they'll probably think that they can find a way to make sure and prevent this from happening, and maybe make sure these episodes are taken offline before the official one so that nobody sees them and only hears about what happened, and then they have to wait to the official release. That might be true. But here's the thing. People already knew about Drag and Drop, which airs this Saturday, because of China's release. So it would make sense. What I'm trying to say, it would have made sense if they decided to push back a little bit, but they didn't. So will they do that here? It's hard to say. They may be like, yeah, people got access to them, but you know what? Maybe we can take care of this before those episodes air, and that way nobody sees them or downloads them, and they'll just hear about the incident and that's it. Maybe that's the thought process. Maybe that's been the thought process over the last couple of times. And maybe they'll talk about tightening the security. That might be true too, but we'll have to wait and see. Guys. But let me know what you all think, though. What are your thoughts on Hasbro getting hacked again? Let me know down below. What are your thoughts on the situation? Do you agree with any of the possibilities as to why maybe it's happening, and perhaps maybe why Hasbro doesn't take it seriously? Let me know down below. Comment if you like. I'd love to hear from each and every one of you, and I'm out.